Hey everybody, welcome to the Tribe of Eden True Version Show. We are pre-recording, so we want to wish everyone a wonderful holiday if you choose to spend it with yourself, family, friends, whomever. So happy Thanksgiving. I personally don't celebrate, but we are doing our own sort of soul sovereignty gratitude week. Which is why we decided to do this video. Hi, Walker.
Hi, how are you?
Good. So I'm excited because we're going to be giving them an oldie but goodie.
Mm-hmm.
So on the pre-record, we decided to bring back one of our very first shows with a global meditation, which had to do with sovereignty literally a year ago this month. So with that said, we already uploaded in the tribe, those who are tribe members, subscribers, the predictions which discussed soul sovereignty and what that means going into the Nova Earth. We will say this, that this week, because Thanksgiving is tomorrow, having gratitude in a new consciousness is about seeing gratitude in a different perspective now. We have all stepped into our sovereignty as 5D conscious beings, but now it's time to do something with that sovereignty and put it out into humanity in order to help prevent the crimes against humanity that are playing out. Many sovereign beings have already awakened. We're already there. We're already ascended. But a lot of sovereign beings are idling. So a new way to have gratitude for this Thanksgiving is going to be something we suggest a little different. And if it doesn't resonate, that's fine. We're not here to push you in any way. But for us, the soul sovereignty gratitude is coming from a place of being grateful that we had the opportunity to awaken, that we had the opportunity to have a soul choice, that we had the opportunity to choose, that we have the opportunity to stop contributing our money and our time and our energy into crimes against humanity by saying no, that we're grateful that we have the ability to say no.
And we're grateful that we are aware of who the oppressors are.
Yes.
We are grateful that we have that self-awareness of where we really exist, like how we have been these unwitting slaves for so long. Mm-hmm. And the powers that were are very much filling those roles to show us very clearly what they think of us, how they intend to treat us, and their agenda for us, the human beings with souls.
So our gratitude is also to all of you. We both cannot express the love and gratitude we have for you all supporting us as individuals in this industry for a long time, but yet even more so as you would say, #power couple. We are so grateful to each and every one of you. So from our home to yours, we wish you the best week ever, the best holiday, however you choose to spend it. And if you don't spend it as a holiday, then we still wish you an entirely great week where gratitude, the original concept of Thanksgiving, came to light for just being a sovereign soul. And this Thanksgiving, we're teaching very differently because it's not about the monetary anymore. Being thankful for your home or a car or even food has been pushed upon us in this debt-based lack consciousness that those things are, given to us or gifted to us. God created the earth with food and housing for us from the very beginning. So the gratitude has been misrepresented as if we have to thank the people of these elitists who are in control and enslaved us in order to give us back what we already deserve. And I won't go down that road in a 5D consciousness. Neither will Walker. Mm-hmm. So we have changed our perception of gratitude because I am just grateful that I'm a sovereign being.
Yeah. And when we discuss that and we talk about that, we're saying that you can have anything you want. You don't have to take it from others, right? That there's this whole mentality that the well is dry. There's this whole mentality that there is this artificial lack crisis going on, and it's manufactured by those that want to take everything from you, give you a little piece, and then you're going to say, may I have some more, please?
And thank you.
Is it okay?
And thank you.
That's not the pursuit of freedom. That's not the pursuit of liberty and happiness whatsoever. So it's artificially manufactured crises. And when we did this show back when I was on the Motherella show a year ago, that's the one we're going to play for you because some of you might have missed it back then. Of this.
Oh, how we've grown.
Oh, I know. We've grown together.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, a lot of the stuff that, you know, brought us together, we could have really grown apart.
I know.
Because there was a lot of
That's
stuff
so
we
true.
had to work out in ourselves.
That's so true.
So thankfully we were able to grow together because we're able to deal with our own bullshit, you know, and our own traumas and our own things that were seemingly playing out in this illusionary space like it was happening, but it was my own projection,
and mine too.
And mine she can speak for herself. I'm not.
And mine too.
You know, I'm not parroting her. Looking. Here's my little
puppet.
Anyway, so we're going to replay this one for you guys. Thought it was appropriate because it is a very powerful message, and there is a meditation. You know, we talk about the meditation, META.
And a collective conscious reading back then.
So conscious reading, which actually rings pretty true
to the now.
To even now. So we hope you love it, guys. We will see you when we come back because we're taking a little hiatus and being filled with gratitude for our awareness of just everything that is around us. We're so grateful for the tribe. Thank you, all of you. Thank you for believing in us, and thank you for resonating and coming here to make this sacrifice to really, truly free humanity.
And more importantly, thank you for believing in yourself and your own galactic. They're very appreciative.
She always has to have the last word.
Always.
Hers is the best.
I'm so grateful for you, babe.
Her ending was the best. All right, guys, enjoy.
We love you.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome for this live event today. I am so grateful because I know everyone is busy and we are doing this midday here in the Central Standard Time. And my awesome, amazing guest, Luke, is on here with me on the Pacific Time. And then we have everyone on the East Coast and all over the globe. So I am so grateful that you guys are going to be able to tune in. I will tell you that even though we're streaming this live, this is available regularly on the replay, both on Facebook and YouTube. And I'm sure Luke, for those of you who follow Luke, he'll be putting it on his page as well. Like he'll be sharing it as well. So Luke, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I can't wait to do this. So I think everyone's going to be surprised because they don't really know what's coming with us today and what we decided to do together. So why don't you fill them in really quick?
Okay, so this is what I call an LOL, a labor of love. What we are doing is Motherella is going to do her badass psychic skill connection between the light and dark and give us a collective reading of what's going on within the collective energy at the time. From that collective reading, I'm going to set up spectra. You've heard about spectra. Those of you that have seen me individually for programming and healings, this is what they get on an individual level. So what this is spectra is multiple spectrums of healing invisible light from all time, space, dimensions, and reality. That's why it's in the quantum. So the healing comes from all corners of the universe and the unknown universe. it comes to that person's healing, and that's why it's on the quantum. So when I set up Spectra, I become a vessel of unconditional love. The more that one, the collective, and everyone else that's watching this, both in the now and both in the now that will watch it later, that is meant to be here, will receive this healing. And this healing, based off of what the reading is going to be from Motherella, I'm going to be installing, or you are going to be installing through the Spectra Quantum, the Emancipation of Divine Sovereignty Proclamation. This is realigning the spiritual connection from the artificial 5G frequency to the divine 5D frequency.
Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that loud and clear? Let him repeat it. Say it one more time so they understand.
This will realign to the 0 point natural spiritual frequency of 5D from the artificial frequency of 5G, which is the false light, which is the distorted light, which is using this frequency to tap into any darkness that's connected through the collective, or any trauma that's connected in the individual, to confuse and to not allow that spiritual connection with oneself. It's a part of the matrix. It's a part of the hypercube. This is going to bypass from your third dimensional consciousness. It's going to bypass all of the fourth dimensional frequency wall, tap you right into 5D. Because at the end of the fourth dimensional frequency wall is this beacon, and it is giving off a signal, this 5G signal, which is distorting one's own intuition. So when you become sovereign, you're able to tap into the actual spiritual connection of 5D. So this sovereignty program is about disconnecting you from the collective, disconnecting you from the matrix, and realigning you to the remembrance of your true frequency, which is who you are in the earth grid and who you are in the heavens.
And I think this is going to be great for everybody. I'm grateful to Luke to suggest something so powerful for everyone that's watching. I want to make it clear that the ascension isn't a choice. Whether you choose it or not, it doesn't matter. It's happening regardless. However, many, many people will end up remaining in the 3D. And from there, I don't even want to use the word I want to use. So I'm gonna soften the blow, but that 3D will be erased and eradicated. So this is going to be something. So Luke and I talk a lot behind the scenes, especially with Michelle Lee, and we are in a very powerful co-creation coming into 2021. And with what we're seeing right now, I'm assuring you from all my divine consult that everything you're watching is an illusion. I can't stress that enough. I've said it 100 times. Many of you who have followed me, be very cautious about your view of the outside world, because you are being pulled through your eyes rather than through your consciousness. And that is distorting things for many, many people. You know, for over a year, I've taught something called controlling your energetic chaos. Now more than ever, you need your chaos under control. Pay attention to your triggers. And when you're feeling this ignitement of anger or frustration, that is your signal that you are going back down into a 3D mentality. We want you to stay vibing up. We want you to stay in the 5D. But as Luke just said, once we go through this healing, the chances of you falling back ever again is zero.
Right.
Zero. So this is some of his best work being brought to you for free without any charge.
I couldn't put a price on this.
No,
It's
you can't.
priceless.
It's
I
priceless.
couldn't charge money for this. It's too expensive.
It's priceless. So I want to just make clear before we get started, because I'm going to start in the collective conscious reading and then we're going to move into the healing, that you are able to do this later if you can't watch it right now, because you might be at work or you might be doing other things. I don't want you to try it and then break. I don't want you to break conscious connection and then only do it for 3 minutes.
You won't be able to.
Yeah.
You won't.
Yeah. Once you're in, you're in.
There's no way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So once you're in, you're in. And excuse me, then you can always watch the replay.
Mhm.
Okay,
Anytime you want, as many times as you want, you feel like you want to get something else out of it, you get as much as you want out of it every single time, because Spectra is open source. It means that when your soul is ready to receive what's being projected out, it's being programmed, your soul makes that decision if it's going to consent to that. And another thing with the 3D timeline, I don't know what the 3D timeline is going to look like, because Mother Ella and I's consciousness, we just see it going into oblivion, because we can't even see into that anymore. We can't even project our consciousness down that far. There's some reality there, and I don't know if it's oblivion or what it is, but it's gone to us, and it can be gone to you as well, with a 5D timeline of complete and total joy and co-creation with others in your life. So the 3D will exist in a quantum somewhere. I don't know if we'll go to another Earth-like and have us be kind of learn the lessons there, but that's not where we're going. And this is for those that make that consent to surrender unconditionally to unconditional love, to heal everything within them, to allow them this sovereignty to see things in their relationships, to see things around them, and to be able to make this choice of going, I'm connected to my intuition. This isn't working for me. This person is trying to do this. I'm sovereign.
Yep. And you will have a very clear view from here forward.
Yes,
So,
definitely.
Luckily, I have someone like Luke that I'm trusting 100% that Luke was brought into my life, because many of you know I do work with the dark and the light. In order for me to get as far as I have and be able to do what I do for all of you, you have to have some level of connection with dark, because dark is amongst us every day. But that doesn't mean it equates to witchcraft. That doesn't mean it equates to anything that you may feel is in a negative light. I am still vibrating high with God as, as one. So, but in order for me to give you a true, authentic reading of not only for yourself, but the world, and how to adapt and how to coexist and how to live amongst the evil, because we're seeing all of it right now at an all-time high, I have got to be able to connect with my guides that are in that dimensional dark space. They're not evil by any means. They just have a darker side. They're from a different world. So in order for me to do that, I have to be able to blend the two, so we understand why this is happening and what's happening, in order to heal and ascend through this super conscious level. So I hope that makes sense to all of you. I don't need cards. For those who've read with me, I can read from anywhere, and I don't need any special religion. Oh, almost said religious. Sorry about that. I don't need any special ritual. I just go. But for fun, I thought it'd be fun to pull some cards, because I use these once in a while, and I am pulling dark and light. So I'm going to pull the cards first. So here we go. Everyone just take a deep breath. And did I forget something?
I work with water. So everyone grab a glass of water right now, a glass preferably. Grab a glass of water, because we're going to be programming that water, and you're going to be drinking it at some point. So don't drink it after you grab it. I'll tell you when to drink it when we go into the meditation. Just want to let you know, so you're not like grabbing a glass of water after this collective reading, because it's really going to be in your space.
Perfect. I'm so glad you brought it. I almost was going to say something, and then I shut up.
Somebody needs to.
So that's good. All right. So I know it's going to be hard to see, but I have already pulled the first deck. So I pull the amount of cards Spirit told me. So the first set of cards was 4, and now I heard 3. So if any cards fall out, that is something adamant from Spirit. But I got 4 and 3. So I do use, and again, I get no monetary gain, but I do use my Halloween Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. And this is this actually is one of my favorites. I do use Oracles of Shadows and Light by Lucy Cavendish. So you can get those on, I believe, Amazon. And I'm not promoting this because I make a kickback. I'm just sharing with you what works for me and what I love using. Every Oracle deck has its own connection for everybody, and not all decks are the same. So I just want to make sure you know that. So I've already pulled the 4 cards here, and I've always pulled the 3 cards. Now I'm just going to look, and then I'm going to talk, because I don't need the cards in order to collectively get the information. Okay, so this is very accurate, and I'm not a magician, so I can't pull these from my ass, if you will. This is what came up, and it's very, very much related to what's happening right now. So we cannot get caught up in the unnecessary fear. There is a struggle right now going on between acceptance and equality, but it's being distorted. There's a lot of regret going on from both the dark and the light, because we are directly in this middle road of this spiritual war. Because of that, we're having a major collision of belief systems, of the way we operate, our attitudes, our energies, and our style, how we present ourselves. We falling into the trap of some of this evil, dark energy that's going on. We are getting pulled out of our higher self. We're getting pulled out of our true, authentic self. And we're basically being tested if we are going to arise and keep strong with our faith, or are we going to fail the test and fall into the submission of the 3D world. Because of that, you're going to have to feel the need to ghost people. I can't say that enough. Part of this process is about learning who's in your personal space, learning who's in your relationships, and then learning who you've been connecting with and operating with as part of your path and purpose and your support system to get to that path and purpose. Relationships are changing. You have absolutely no control over this, and you're going to see relationships changing. I'm picking up dates between November 18th all the way through February 27th, they're telling me. November 18th till February 27th. So relationships are being shook like this. And that is because things that aren't serving you are being pulled away, and you are beginning to rise. In terms of what I'm seeing with the election, this is now coming in with the election. I'm getting a lot of information. This is in order for things to rebirth, things must die. So we are going through a death process, whether you see this or not. The bloodshed I have spoken of is not necessarily just about human killing. The bloodshed can also be about an eruption or a pulling apart or a derooting, which is many of you who followed my predictions this last year know I talk about derooting a lot. We're derooting the evil, satanic greed infiltration that's been in our world for a very long time. Part of this is basically because we need to kill off that aspect of this world in order to rebuild the world for us humans, the real humans, not the hybrids and the infiltrated humans, true humans, to take back the ownership of our planet. So I don't want people to get caught up in how they're seeing things. I will tell you this. At the end of today, I already told you guys I didn't see any decisions making till November 14th. If you heard me before, I meant it, and I'm standing by it. Trump has won. The light has won. I don't care what it looks like. We will not know this till November 14th through November 18th. I have mentioned that we're going back on lockdown. I have mentioned that from November 5th to December 15th, it was going to be tough, tough, tough. And we're seeing that right now. after December 15th, I got news for you. It's not done. Everyone is praying. If any of you heard me back in September, I said, let's start prepping because everyone's hoping for 2021. What did I say? Stop hoping because it's not over in the beginning of 2021. I told all of you March, and just a couple of days ago, I got March 13th. Once March 13th comes, we are entering another phase. Once we hit that phase, we are consciously, collectively coming together as humans and taking back this planet. We are going to be able to have the inner power to say no. We're going to take a stance and we're going to do what's right for humanity, but it will be in a higher conscious level collectively together. So as scary as it may seem, this has to happen. This is a positive thing that's happening. So watch your perception, because your perception is what's steering you off your path. Change the perception, take a remote view, listen to these words, and take that information and make it something for yourself. Take these words of spirit and put it into your memory bank, or not even your memory, just your thought process. Process it on your own, and then see if you can see what I'm speaking of on your own. I never want my stuff to be projected to make it sound like it's an absolute truth. The truth comes from how you receive the information. Moving forward, Spirit says very clearly the whole world is healing, including you as we speak. It is not a coincidence we chose to do this on November 6th of 2020. There's a purpose and a path that Luke and I were led to do this today. So how do I end this? Stop being moved by what appears to be. Don't engage in the negativity. Continue to vibrate at a level where you see only your future self, and you will make your way through. The light has won. I'm saying it again. This is all an illusion. The dark is being taken down. They're going to fight for the throne, but they didn't get the throne. That's the truth. Done. Thank you.
Interestingly enough, March 13th, 2005 is when I was discharged from the Marines.
Oh, how about
Isn't that
that?
crazy? March 13th.
Yep. March 13th. Very strongly. We're liberated and free is what I think is happening.
Mm-hmm. So when Mother Ella's talking about the energy and the perception, what this sovereignty does is it allows the perception of self as a divine being on this planet. What this sovereignty is the divine sovereignty, meaning that it's not being able to be manipulated by something that calls itself light or something that calls itself dark. It is that sovereignty of self-love connection with eternal and unconditional love, which is what your soul essence is. Mm-hmm. And so when there is that, the collective energy that is normally charged, and there's a charge because there's something within ourselves that is causing that trigger, seeing the chaos. What this is for you to have the perception, the intuition, and even premonition of seeing the multiple timelines of what could occur, falling into that fear, falling into that trap, allowing oneself to be triggered, realizing that it is the internal projection of the shadow self that is creating this trigger with the collective. So with the collective, the connection to the collective will still be there because you're in a human body. However, the charge will not be there. And those that are connected to the collective and are hopelessly just programmed by their experience of reality of who they think they are, you will be very self-aware. You will become very in tune with others around you and realize who is doing things and using you for their own self-interest, because they're there to serve the matrix. They're there to serve themselves.
Yep.
So what this emancipation of the divine sovereignty proclamation does is it changes the service to others and service to self as two polarities of masculine and feminine energy, to service of others as self, and service of self as others. There is that unifying within oneself, that it does come down to your health. It does come down to your own self-empowerment, your own self-love, and how that becomes a major part of how you interact with other people. That when you see individuals in your life, your perception of them, you no longer see them as them, you see them as their programming. When they're doing something that is going against how you perceive a human being is supposed to be, of love and generous and kind, they are operating off of their artificial intelligence of their ego, which is simply the brain without a heart. And they're doing what is serving themselves out of survival. This sovereignty program is about thriving within yourself. That when you change the relationship with your vessel is a ship. When you change your relationship with yourself, you change your relationship with others. And
I love it.
individuals, after this sovereignty program, unconditionally surrender to unconditional love, individuals will either vibe up or they will vibe out, and they will vibe right out of your life. But you will make those decisions of sovereignty.
Love it.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to get started. Make sure everybody has their water. And again, if you don't, it's fine. You can always go back and watch the replay. People in the chat room, Matt, Field Guy, Lynette, Marnie, thank you, and Melissa. We're going to address some of those questions at the end, but I want to dive into the healing portion right now. So Luke, take it away.
Okay. Go ahead and lay back, get comfortable. Close your eyes. I want to address, hello, dearest souls of this planet in your journey of self-discovery. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice in service to the light of truth. At this moment, I want you to breathe in deeply through your nose, creating a suction in the back of your throat, and breathe that breath of life into your nose and down into your belly. Allow this breath of life to swirl gently through your belly, swirling all around, feeling it mix around within the lower chakras. I want you to hold for 4 seconds that breath and charge. Tighten your belly, charge it, charge it, charge it. Imagine infusing it with light. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out through pursed lips. Your body is now becoming very relaxed. Once again, breathing in through your nose, down into your belly, swirling the breath of life around in your belly. Allow that breath to get murky as any discordant energy starts to form within the breath. Gently pick it up, gently move it around, and hold for 4 seconds, charging it, sending light to it. Tighten your belly as tight as you can. Tighten your body. Tighten. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Once again, breathing in deeply through your nose, down into your belly. Allow any anxiety, any fears, anger, distrust, pain, allow that all to be swirled up in this beautiful breath of life. Holding for 4 seconds, tighten your body, clench your fist, tighten your body as hard as you can. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. You are now very, very relaxed. Continue to breathe normally. I want you to see in your mind's eye, in front of you above your glass of water, a golden triangle. As you observe this golden triangle, see below the golden triangle a silver triangle facing in the opposite direction, as if it were the golden triangle's shadow. As you observe this, watch as the golden triangle begins to spin to the right. At the same time, the silver triangle begins to spin to the left. As you observe these two triangles, watch as the golden triangle expands into a golden pyramid, a three-sided golden pyramid. Watch also as the silver triangle, facing in the opposite direction, becomes a silver pyramid. Observe as these two counter-rotating shapes begin to converge upon one another, creating the six-pointed star of unity, the star tetrahedron, or Merkaba. This symbol is a symbol of the body. It is a symbol of the energy field of self. As you observe this, I want you to feel a beam of light come down from the sky and touch the crown chakra floating just above your head. Allow this beam to bring an awareness of the unknown, yet a remembrance of the divine. Allow this beam to continue down into the cone of your third eye that is facing upward, receiving the light. This lens and cone begins to rotate forward as the beam of light increases. As it rotates forward, the beam begins to fire out between the middle of your eyes. Direct this beam of energy directly into the star tetrahedron in front of you, and allow that beam to go into the star tetrahedron, reflect off of the star tetrahedron, and directly into your heart. Feel the clarity of the divine vision within your heart. And as you feel this clarity, send that beam of light back into the star tetrahedron and back into your third eye, allowing the awareness of the heart within your vision. And then the beam will continue down into your throat chakra, filling your throat chakra with the light of truth, of the divine as an expression of love. Allow that energy to continue down into your heart, creating the triangle trinity. As you feel this energy in your heart, bring your consciousness of your vision down, purposely down, 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 into your heart, deep into your heart, into the tiniest sacred space of your heart, which is the original creation of you. This is your unique soul signature. This is your sacred space. And from your sacred space, project out within your heart's eye the earth. See the beauty of this planet. See the beauty of your body's home in front of you. See as this star tetrahedron is around the earth in front of you, as it has been projected out from your heart into the star tetrahedron. Allow your connection with the earth, as it is in your body of the star tetrahedron, to be projected bigger and bigger in front of you. Now, as it is bigger and bigger in front of you, imagine with your hands that you are holding the earth. You are holding the planet gently in your hands. See that the star tetrahedron has several globes on each point of the sixth star. See as these globes create a cube around the earth. See as it is a hypercube, a trans-dimensional hypercube of fourth dimensional consciousness encaging the earth. I want you to reach with your hand, cupping it with your right hand, feeling the sacred rose within your right hand, which is bliss-charged love, and send bliss-charged love with your right hand while touching the planet. And with your left hand, send love-charged bliss, which is the Holy Grail, the fountain of youth, into the earth. Touching it, allowing your hands to go into the hypercube and cupping the earth like a ball. At this time, as you send this love, feel as the earth begins to shake gently in your hands. Call forth the mother energy from the planet. Call forth in front of you your mother. Whatever you see in front of you as the mother energy, a parent, authority, a guardian, see that mother energy and state from your heart, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I love you. Feel the release of the mother energy. Feel the release of the mother energy into the planet. Calling forth with the right hand, call forth the father energy. Call forth your father, your parent, your guardian, whoever you see in front of you, whoever there is energy of judgment, see that father energy before you and say, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I love you. And feel the father energy released from the earth, released from your hands, and back into the earth as a pure father energy. With this energy, draw both the mother and father energy, the mother in the left hand and the father in the right hand of this new beautiful energy, and draw it into your hands. The mother energy in the left and the father energy in the right, down into your heart, and feel the combination of the two healed energies within your heart. Send those energies down from your heart, down into your power center, and allow this new remembrance of masculine, feminine, mother, father, loving energy to be in your power center, to create this sovereignty of your empowerment center, the rechargeable battery that can never run dry, connected to the two energies of source, connected to the union that makes you. And allow this new form of bright light energy that's coming from your power center. Take that bright light down into your sacral, and in your sacral allow the masculine and the feminine energy that is within your sacral to start to mix together, to start to communicate with one another, to start to co-create with one another like a dance. Like a beautiful dance where one is leading and the other is following, and then the other one is following and the other one is leading, where they are in co-creation instead of codependence, where they are the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And from this beautiful dance, take that frequency of what this dance is and take that frequency down into your root chakra. And once it connects with the root, allow the balance of the divine masculine and divine feminine to re-identify you as a sovereign divine being, to recode you back to your original spiritual birthright. Allow this energy of this new identity of self to rise up back into your heart. And from your heart, holding the earth in one hand, bring your hand to the earth and pull the sword from the sorcerer's stone, the hypercube around the earth. Pull that sword out. Take that sword out, for it is your sword. And take that sword and place it in your heart. Feel this new self-empowerment, this self-love, this sovereignty infuse the sword within you. And then take your hand, place your hand into your heart, and pull out the diamond core sword of Excalibur, the sword of truth, from your heart. Take this sword and stab it into one of the orbs of the 6 points of the cube. As you stab it into this orb, feel it as it collapses, and the water energy is released into you. Take this sword and slice off and run through one of the orbs of the 6 points of this hypercube. Remove the fire energy from this cube, from this orb. Once again, running the sword through the next orb, taking back the wind energy into your body. Once again, stabbing the orb, receiving the earth energy. Once again, stabbing the next orb, receiving the ether energy. And the last one, running it through, running the sword of truth through the false light, receiving back your light energy. And the hypercube collapses because it can no longer operate with your energy. And the earth is free. The earth is free. Now, see in front of you, as the earth is free, as the diamond core template is infused into the earth, the octahedron is activated as it is inside your spinning star tetrahedron with no cube around it. Send your love, this bliss-charged love light energy out into that earth in front of you, and watch as it is encased in its own energy of the star tetrahedron. It drops down into the water, transforming and informing, reprogramming the water to the essence of the earth as you. At this time, drink the water deeply and drink the spiritual essence of the earth deeply into your body. Feel this new found earth energy within you. Feel it recoding the lines of your blood. Feel it transmuting your bloodline back to your spiritual ancestry, back to your star family, back to the monad group, back to source family. Bliss charged love, love charged bliss. Feel it moving through your cells, feel it moving through your DNA, recoding your DNA back to the original 12 strands of your angelic essence. The angelic essence of the human, of the Homo universalis in body, of what the human was intended to be originally. Removing all remnants of the fall from your body. Feeling this energy down in your heart. Send this love of your body, the love of life, the love of being, down your chakras, down your root chakra, down the back of your spine and out your grounding cord, down, 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 down into the earth, down into the core of the earth, thanking the Mother Earth energy for this body, thanking the Mother Earth energy for this life to live free, feeling the love for the Mother. And feel as the Mother Earth energy sends her love back up to you, this original Mother energy, this nurturing, loving, caring, warm energy of feminine mother love. Feel it in your heart as if it is a womb, if you were being cradled as a newborn once again, rebirthed onto this planet for the first time. And send that love and energy that you feel from the Mother and from your heart into the sky, into the central sun, into the original origin of light, to the Father energy, and feel the Father's energy. Send gratitude to the light that gave you birth. Send gratitude to the Father energy, deep appreciation, and feel the Father's energy return back to you with the pride of the child. The love and the pride of a child that has done so well, that has sacrificed so much to come back to the fold of the Father. Feel this energy within you. Feel this energy within your heart. And as you feel this energy, project this energy out as a projection of the earth through your heart. And now, once and for all, it is time to take the H, the little H, off the end of the earth. Take it off the end and put it in the beginning and make it a capital H, and change the earth to its original template of the heart. Sending this gratitude through all time, space, dimensions, and reality. Thank you for your service. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your sacrifice in service to the light. The union between the Mother energy of earth and the Father energy of the sky is complete within you as the child of the light. Welcome home. And so it is.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us.
We hope you had a great time watching the replay. We love you all. We will see you next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for the Tribe of Eden TV. We love you all.
Lots of cool stuff coming up.
Yeah, lots of cool stuff.
More like
And a new intro from our favorite friend, Dan Levy.
it's about to get spicy.
Yes. Have a great week.